welcome all of you. I'm going to keep it brief because I'm not the one that's running here, they are. And I just wanted to let everybody know that for many, many years now, Elgin, as Mike has said, has been under the domination of the other side. And it dates back like to 1850. I think it's time for a change. We've got 5 great candidates here that I think are going to make that change. So without any further, I would like to introduce them, Susan Van Welden.
Thank you. I'm Susan Van Welden, and I'm running for the position of Elgin Township Trustee. Along with my fellow Democratic candidates, we have some great plans for improving the government and the services to you residents of Elgin Township. The Republicans have been in there way too long, more than 150 years, I believe. We want to go in, we're excited, we're motivated. We want to make the Elgin Township government more accessible, more responsive, and more transparent. We have many great ideas. I'll give you just one example. The grant application and award process to the not-for-profits and the social service agencies is not, and I stress, is not objective. It needs to be more equitable and objective. That's just one example of many of the improvements that I will make and my fellow Democrats will make. We want to step up and serve the residents of Elgin Township. So please, I ask for your vote for myself, for my fellow candidates. Help us step up and serve. One of the reasons I feel I'm qualified is because of my 35 years of service in the community college system. I was a dean and a director for 25 years in the areas of workforce and economic development. I know that I and my fellow candidates can make a difference as the federal services funding and state services and funding are cut for the most vulnerable residents. I know that we, Elgin Township, can step up and serve the residents. Thank you so much for your time and support.
So as we go through, I want you to really recognize these faces and names because at this point, everybody kind of looks at these as not that important of an election. And I look at this as we are kind of at the grassroots level. And that's where it all starts to make the change for what we got to do as it goes up the party. So now I have Jose Villalobos.
Hello everyone. Yes, that's right, I'm Jose Alfonso Villalobos and I'm running for Elgin Township Trustee. It's been quite an incredible journey so far. Technically, if you wanted to go back to the very, very beginning, you'd go back last year when I started Kane County for Bernie Sanders. I and a few others started grassroots organizing, and I guess I've never really stopped since then, now that I've decided to run for office as well. The main reason being is that the more I started canvassing, the more I realized all the things that need to get done on the local level, and especially since this last election, you know, a lot of people have been concerned about what our future is, and people started talking about what's going to happen in 2020. And then a lot of people said, no, you're wrong, we got to worry about 2018. And then I looked at both those guys who kept saying all that all the time, and I said, no, the basics of the basics, the very beginning where you start to make things happen again on the right way is 2017 on April 4th, okay? That's where the new beginning starts, all right? And in the Elgin Township, you've heard them already say, it's been nothing but Republicans since then, and it's more than about time that we inject some new blood into it, all right? I just wanted to say, real quick, thank you all. Remember to tell your friends, early voting begins March 20th, okay?
As we're going along here, I'd like to not miss the opportunity to thank all that have donated, the different unions that have, labor units that have donated to us. And any donations that are coming our way helps to diffuse some of the cost of these candidates. And we are really on a roll here, and I think we're going to make it this time. All right, next I'd like to introduce Ed Guerrero.
Hi, my name is Ed Guerra. I'm running for Elgin Township Trustee. It's my first time running my own campaign. And that being said, I've been going out every night after work, working on behalf of the local candidates. And we are getting very positive feedback. A lot of people are starting to recognize our names, so that's a good sign. I'm thankful for all of you to be here tonight, and I hope everyone goes out and votes either March 20th or April 4th. Thank you.
Next we have Vern, who is actually tapped for an area that we haven't been able to get into in the last so many years that I've been involved. Ed lives in a senior environment where he's got lots of connections, and he's working for us and bringing a whole new group into the mix here. So with that, I'd like to introduce Vern.
First off, I want to thank each of you for your vote. Because you're here, I know that you're the kind of people that support the Democratic Party and are going to end up voting for us. But what we really need is your friends, your neighbors, maybe even some strangers on the street that it's time for you to meet. We need to get the vote out. If we get the vote out of just Democrats, we know that we'll win. We know that we can then begin to make a difference. And the beautiful thing about that is we've made ourselves an interesting team. We've been meeting together now for 6 months, have learned how to work with each other, have learned a bit about each other's strengths and the kind of things that we want to do. And the one key leader that we've got with us that's going to make all this happen is the next gentleman that's going to speak, and that's Franklin Ramirez. Yes. So anyway, thank you all.
So with that introduction, I'd like to introduce you to Franklin Ramirez.
Thank you. My name is Franklin Ramirez, and I'm running for Elgin Township Supervisor. My journey started 20 years ago when I was 15 years old. The mayor of Park Ridge asked me to represent the youth for the Uptown Redevelopment Task Force. And I sat there with 30 other adults, and no one paid me any attention. And I said, you know what, that's going to change right here. So at that point, I dove into the deep end in my community. I was on task force, committees. I helped run the Taste for Park Ridge. I want to be involved as much as possible. I started running for Elgin Township Supervisor November 9th, the day after the election, because you know what? There's not 1 minute that goes by that we can't sit there and fight for our future. I walk the doors, and no one knows who the incumbent Republican supervisor is. No one knows that we exist in Elgin Township. So I'm here sitting there explaining not only who I am, but where we live and what they're supposed to be doing. Elgin Township hasn't given a newsletter in over 16 years. The current supervisor has been employed for 30, the last 12 as supervisor. She doesn't want to get to know you. The board of trustees don't want to get to know you. I want to get to know you. I want to know my community as well as my community wants to know me. I want you to be involved in township government as much as you want to be involved. The day one, I want to hit the ground running. We can do small things. We can have a newsletter. We can record our proceedings. They don't even do that. If you want to know what's happening in township government, you have to go to township government. I don't think that's right. I think it should be accessible, transparent, and for you. So on April 20th, please go out there and vote. And every single day between then and April 4th, get your friends out and vote. We need to bring government back to the people. And I want to be your supervisor for Elgin Township. I appreciate it, and thank you.
Just one final thing. I'd like to invite you all to our monthly meetings and see what we do. We're trying to make some big changes here in Elgin, and hopefully we're going to do that. It's can only be done with your support and with you people coming out and getting all your neighbors out to vote. This is a very important election, and it's time for us to make big change here. So our meetings are at the Brethren Church on Highland Avenue. We have it the third Tuesday of every month. We start out with a little meet and greet and some passing of food. And we usually have a training session of some sort. Many times it involves politics. And the other time we have a short meeting, and you're all welcome to join us. So take a look at this group up here, burn their pictures and memories into your memories and their names, and get them out to get their friends and family out to vote. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. Team of 5. Can I be the 6th man? All right, working with you. I got to tell you, a couple of facts that are lost on